Welcome to the Tune Into You Meditation Podcast, where you can take a few moments to tap in, turn on, and come alive from the inside out with your guide, self-love specialist, Jennifer DeVue.
How to create complete and total freedom. Freedom from within. What is freedom? Freedom for me is an experience. The feeling of I could go anywhere and do anything. Freedom is an internal experience. The circumstances of our lives, the things and people and places outside of us, will always be outside of our control. And so freedom does not come from anything outside of us. It comes from our ability to allow everything to be as it is, so that we have nothing but our own desire to guide our choices. That is when we can choose anything. And that ability to choose anything, that's freedom. But what stops us from choosing freely in our lives? Interesting points of view. Everything in your life is just an interesting point of view. How you think about you, what you think you should do, what you think you shouldn't do. These are just interesting points of view. What other people think you should do, and what other people think you shouldn't do. These too are merely interesting points of view. We can either align and agree with a point of view and make it real and true for us, or we can reject and react to a point of view, also making it real for us. In either case, when we have some attachment to a point of view, as right or wrong, as good or bad, we are trapped by it. It suddenly has power to dictate our lives and our choices. Seeing literally everything as just an interesting point of view is what frees us. It is full, complete, internal liberation. So let's practice. Go ahead and find yourself a comfortable position, either sitting up or lying down, whichever you prefer. Get nice and comfortable, and whenever you're ready, you can allow your eyes to gently drift closed. I'd like you to begin by bringing that attention into your breath as you breathe deeply in and out. And notice that gentle rhythm of your breathing. I'd like us to practice acknowledging each thought as just an interesting point of view. Knowing that when you do this, each one releases you from an unconscious obligation to choose based on the points of view that you hold as true. Someone doesn't like me. Interesting point of view. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not even real. And even if it was, it wouldn't matter, because my choice to acknowledge it as just an interesting point of view is how I take my power back. And I no longer have to choose based on that interesting point of view. So let's take your power back, one thought at a time. Then as you focus on your breathing, feeling into your inner space, notice, do you have a lot of thoughts? Busy chatter in the mind? Or is your mind quiet? Can you feel the waves just below the surface? Can you feel your unconscious mind moving? Can you begin to bring those unconscious thoughts up? Sensing them one at a time. With your next thought, I'd like you to repeat to yourself in your mind, interesting point of view. I have this point of view. If it's a thought that you strongly agree with, or if it's a thought that you strongly disagree with, say it a few times. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Repeating it until there's no agreement or disagreement. It just is what it is. And again with the next thought that comes up. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. And the thought that comes up after that. And I invite you to even try this with everything, even feelings, relationships, people, places, and things. And I wonder just how much of your life is your interesting point of view. When you find out, there also is the door to freedom. So take a few more moments to practice. Each time a thought comes in, interesting point of view. I have this point of view. And when you're ready, you can come back to the room, back to your body, back to this moment, and open your eyes. But before you get back to your day, I invite you to take a few moments to appreciate you for taking this time to tune in to you. Thank you so much for listening to the Tune Into You Meditation Podcast. Please leave us a rating and review and let us know if there is anything that you would love to hear us share and talk about on this podcast. You can send your feedback and requests to jennifer@jenniferdevoot.com. Until next time.